This week in the Premier League, the drama intensifies with crucial clashes that could reshape the league standings. Brentford hopes to upset Liverpool's winning streak, while Arsenal aims to make history against Burnley. Fulham and Aston Villa battle for supremacy, Newcastle seeks to extend their good form versus Bournemouth, and Tottenham tests their might against a determined Wolves. The spotlight shines on the heavyweight duel between Manchester City and Chelsea, where strategy and star power collide. Each match is a testament to the league's unpredictability and the sheer passion that fuels both players and fans. Stay tuned for a roller coaster ride of emotions, tactical brilliance, and unforgettable football moments. Hello everyone, Football Trending. Today we are here with new and selected sports information. Stay together till the end and subscribe. In the upcoming matchup between Brentford and Liverpool, Brentford will welcome back Frank Onyeka and Yoane Wissa from the Africa Cup of Nations. However, they will be without Aaron Hickey, Bryan Mbeumo, and Rico Henry due to injuries. On the other hand, Liverpool will miss Trent Alexander-Arnold but have Mohamed Salah and Alisson back in contention. Ibrahima Konate is also available after suspension. Brentford have struggled in recent matches, losing 7 of their last 9 games, but did secure a win against Wolves in their last outing. Liverpool, on the other hand, have won 5 of their last 6 Premier League games and have shown resilience by earning 19 points from losing positions this season. Diogo Jota has been in excellent form, scoring 6 goals and providing 2 assists in his last 8 appearances. It will be interesting to see how both teams perform in this fixture, with Liverpool aiming for a 3rd consecutive win over Brentford. Arsenal vs Burnley. In the upcoming match between Burnley and Arsenal, Burnley will be without striker Lyle Foster due to a lengthy spell on the sidelines following surgery. Charlie Taylor could return from a shoulder injury, but Jordan Bayer, Nathan Redmond, and Luka Koleosho are expected to remain out. On the other hand, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta is hopeful of welcoming back a few unnamed players from injury. Emile Smith-Rowe, Takahiro Tomiyasu, Gabriel Jesus, Oleksandr Zinchenko, and Fabio Vieira all missed the previous game against West Ham. In head-to-head statistics, Burnley's only victory in 17 Premier League matches against Arsenal came in December 2020. They have struggled to score multiple goals against Arsenal, with their last win at home against the Gunners dating back to December 1973. Burnley has faced challenges this season, with 17 Premier League defeats already and struggling against top-half teams. Arsenal, on the other hand, is aiming to start the calendar year with 5 consecutive league wins for the first time in their history. They have a strong record against newly promoted teams and have been efficient in scoring goals from set pieces. Bukayo Saka will look to continue his good form and potentially score in 4 consecutive Premier League appearances for the first time in his career. It will be interesting to see how both teams perform in this fixture at Turf Moor. Aston Villa vs Fulham. The upcoming Fulham vs Aston Villa match presents an intriguing clash between 2 competitive teams with differing recent form. Fulham will welcome back key players from the Africa Cup of Nations, while Villa is dealing with injuries to Diego Carlos and Boubacar Kamara. Fulham boasts a strong home record against Villa but will face a side that has won 4 of the last 5 Premier League meetings. Fulham is on a 3-match unbeaten run, with Rodrigo Muniz in fine scoring form, while Villa has been inconsistent but unbeaten in their last 4 away matches. Ollie Watkins' London scoring record adds an element of danger, and Emiliano Martinez is set to reach a milestone appearance. Expect an exciting and closely contested encounter between these 2 sides. Bournemouth vs Newcastle. It appears that Newcastle will be without key players due to injuries and bans, while Bournemouth is facing a winless streak in their recent matches. Newcastle has shown some improvement in form recently, winning 2 of their last 3 games after a run of losses. Eddie Howe will be looking to secure his 100th Premier League win, with Fabian Schär and Kieran Trippier in good form for the Magpies. Bournemouth, on the other hand, will aim to break their winless streak and improve their goal-scoring record, especially away from home where they have been more successful at finding the net. Overall, this match promises to be an interesting encounter between 2 teams with contrasting recent form. Tottenham vs Wolves. In the upcoming match between Tottenham and Wolves, Tottenham will be without Destiny Udogie and Pedro Porro, while Wolves will miss forward Matheus Cunha due to a hamstring injury. Captain Son Heung-min is set to make his first start since returning from the Asian Cup for Spurs. Wolves have won 3 of the past 4 top-flight meetings with Spurs and are aiming to complete a league double over them for the 3rd time. Tottenham has won 5 successive home games and has scored in a club record 36 consecutive Premier League fixtures. Son Heung-min has been in good form but has yet to score against Wolves in the Premier League. Wolves are unbeaten in 5 away games, scoring 8 goals in their last 3 league matches on the road. They are looking to win 3 consecutive top-flight fixtures in London for the first time since 1979. Gary O'Neill could make history by becoming the first manager to win at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with 2 different clubs. In the upcoming match between Manchester City and Chelsea, Manchester City will be without winger Jack Grealish due to a muscle problem. Bernardo Silva and Josko Gvardiol are also doubtful for the match. On the other hand, Chelsea will be missing Thiago Silva due to a groin injury while Carney Chukwuemeka is out with a twisted ankle. Goalkeeper Robert Sanchez is set to return to the matchday squad after missing 2 months with a knee problem. Mateo Kovacic and Sergio Gomez come back into contention for Manchester City after resuming training. In head-to-head stats, Chelsea have been winless in 7 league and cup games against Manchester City since their victory in the 2021 Champions League final. However, November's 4-4 draw at Stamford Bridge ended a run of 6 consecutive City victories in all competitions in this fixture. Manchester City are aiming for a 12th consecutive win in all competitions and a 7th successive league victory. They are unbeaten in 22 home league fixtures and have scored in each of their past 44 home fixtures. Chelsea, on the other hand, have won 6 and lost 6 of their 12 top-flight matches since their draw with Manchester City in November. It will be an intriguing battle between Pep Guardiola and Mauricio Pochettino, with Pochettino having won only one of his 12 league and cup away matches as a manager against Guardiola. Conor Gallagher has been in good form for Chelsea, scoring 3 goals in their last 2 matches. Raheem Sterling and Cole Palmer both scored for Chelsea against their former club Manchester City in the reverse fixture. Roma striker Lukaku, we can't be happy with Feyenoord draw. Roma striker Romelu Lukaku expressed frustration after their 1-1 draw with Feyenoord in the Europa League, stating that they can't be happy with the result. Lukaku scored the equalizer and highlighted missed opportunities for Roma to win the game. He emphasized the importance of staying focused in football and described his goal as a result of his physical strength. Fresh Atletico Madrid defensive injury scare ahead of Inter Milan clash. Atletico Madrid are facing a defensive injury concern as Gabriel Paulista is struggling with an abdominal injury, potentially ruling him out of the upcoming match against Las Palmas. The veteran defender, who recently joined from Valencia, may also be a doubt for the Champions League clash against Inter Milan. Manager Diego Simeone will make a late decision on Paulista's availability, with his status currently at 50-50ths. On a positive note, Uruguayan defender Jose Maria Jimenez is back in action and expected to feature in both upcoming matches. Gary Neville confident Dan Ashworth could change culture at Manchester United. Gary Neville believes that Dan Ashworth, if appointed as Manchester United's sporting director, could positively impact the club's performance mentality and culture. Neville worked with Ashworth during his time with the England national team and sees him as a leader who could bring structure and organization to the club. Ashworth's experience at the FA, Brighton, and Newcastle could be valuable in reshaping United's backroom structure. Neville also mentioned that Ashworth would likely expect significant authority in decision-making within the club's new setup under Ineos chair Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Mbappé tells PSG he plans to leave as saga draws to close. Kylian Mbappé has informed PSG of his intention to leave the club when his contract expires at the end of the season. The 25-year-old forward, who has been linked with a move to Real Madrid, is expected to make an official announcement in the coming months. PSG will lose their top scorer on a free transfer but have already reached an agreement to waive bonuses. Mbappé's departure marks the start of a new era for PSG, with a focus on recruiting new players and building a young, cohesive team. Despite the uncertainty, Mbappé continues to perform well on the field and has a strong international following on social media. Lazio matchwinner Immobile, Neuer made my penalty easy. Lazio matchwinner Ciro Immobile expressed delight after their 1-0 Champions League victory over Bayern Munich, crediting their organization and desire for the win. He admitted that Neuer diving early made his penalty kick easier and emphasized the importance of maintaining focus for the return leg. Immobile also believed that even with a different result, the team's performance would have earned applause. Bayern Munich striker Müller. Lazio had chances to win by more. Bayern Munich striker Thomas Müller expressed disappointment with their 1-0 loss to Lazio in the Champions League, acknowledging their missed opportunities and decreasing confidence. Despite Lazio's victory, Muller believes they had chances to win by a larger margin, especially considering the missed scoring opportunities and Upamecano's red card. Luka Modric's 2 transfer options revealed as Real Madrid exit nears. Luka Modric is set to leave Real Madrid at the end of the 2023-24 season due to frustration over his lack of game time. Real Madrid will not try to convince him to stay out of respect for his service. Modric will lead Croatia at Euro 2024 before deciding on his next step, with retirement being an option. He is expected to receive offers from the Saudi Pro League and Major League Soccer. Former Real Madrid and Spain boss rejects Premier League return. Julen Lopetegui has rejected an offer to take over at Premier League side Crystal Palace. The former Real Madrid and Spain manager wants to remain in the Premier League but is looking for a fresh challenge for the 2024-25 campaign that allows him to implement the changes he wants on a new project. Lopetegui turned down the offer from Palace due to timing and is not interested in taking over at this point. Former Eintracht Frankfurt coach Oliver Glasner has been tipped as a potential replacement for Roy Hodgson at Crystal Palace. Thomas Tuchel's brutal dressing room rant at Harry Kane and Bayern Munich flops. Thomas Tuchel delivered a brutal dressing room rant at his Bayern Munich players following their 1-0 defeat to Lazio, criticizing their quality and stating they are not as good as he thought. Tuchel expressed frustration and disappointment with the team's performance and lack of belief during the match. Despite the recent setbacks, Tuchel remains confident in his future at Bayern and is focused on improving the team's performance. Striker Harry Kane acknowledged the tough week and emphasized the need for the team to fight back and turn their form around. Bayern's upcoming matches include fixtures against VfL Bochum, RB Leipzig, and SC Freiburg. As the dust settles on another exhilarating week of Premier League football, we've witnessed battles that have thrilled, goals that have dazzled, and moments that will be etched in the annals of football history. From strategic masterclasses to individual brilliance, every match brought its unique flavor to the fore, proving once again why the Premier League is considered the pinnacle of global football. As teams regroup and fans catch their breath, the journey continues with anticipation building for the next round of fixtures. Stay connected for more analyses, highlights, and the stories behind the scores. Remember, in the world of football, every game is a new chapter and the quest for glory never ends. Join us again as we celebrate the beautiful game where heroes emerge, legends are made, and dreams are either realized or shattered. Until next time, keep the passion alive and never stop supporting your team.